and play better against Oregon.
I think the Drew Aller thing is an important bit of this conversation, and I do think, he admitted after the FIU game that he was overthinking it. James Franklin talked about it between him and Nick Singleton. He brought it up kind of twice in the press conference. And even after the game on Saturday, he said, I think Drew can be better. And I think everybody and their brother, I think Drew Aller believes and knows that he can be better. And what I was thinking about is, like, if they're going to make these mistakes, now was the time, or this was the time to make a lot of those mistakes. That interception that he throws, the guy gets tackled because the guy that chases him down is a better athlete right now. In 2 weeks, that might go for 6 the other way because that athlete's just as good as the other athlete that's standing on the other side of the field. But if you're gonna screw up, now is the time to screw up. And I think we talked about this with the approach of, I don't know if we talked about this. Maybe I was just listening to this with Brian Tripp and Steve Jones's podcast that they have. But the approach of, you put it on film to just to put it on film for other people to think about, and just to do it to see it in action, in motion. And I think maybe that's what we're forgetting in this process. And I think I definitely felt less anxious than I was. I felt less anxious leaving the stadium Saturday than I was a week prior to leaving the stadium. And here on Monday night, I feel even better.
Yeah, they didn't do anything horribly, terribly wrong, right? I mean, yes, the interception, yes, some throws. But if that's the whole thing, I think it's easy to play down to your opponents. I think Penn State has played to the level of its opponents under James Franklin, which is a good thing because they usually play up, right? But I think they've also, and if playing down is still winning 52-6, you might be okay.
Yeah. And I think the other thing that is important, and one of the preambles to the game of just talking to some friends, was when you look at Villanova, statistically speaking, and where they sit, they sat on par in a general same vicinity on a lot of metrics that Nevada and FIU did. And quite honestly, more or less, now that I think about it, maybe aside from the middle game, you had 3 relatively the same outcomes. The defense played great. The offense could have played better, and the special teams was good as well. I think that's important. I think, speaking of the defense, I think we're starting to see why Jim Knowles is worth all of this money. I think the defense is going to be what carries Penn State forward, regardless of how good and what potential the quarterback can reach. Because the progress that they have made from game 1 to game 3 in playing this system, and how much faster they're playing. And I know some of that is the fact that they went from playing Nevada, which is a Mountain West school, to playing Villanova, which is an FCS school. But is there really that much difference? I think that was noticeable. And I think that is the thing, that if you're going to do this and we want all of this to work out, you go with a good defense, as Penn State has always had. And then you establish the running game, which they did a nice job of on Saturday as well.
Yeah, I think it's now the preseason's over, and it's an exciting time to see, okay, what's next, right? You can nitpick what they've done, and that's just fun. It's like self-inflicted problems here and there. And is it good enough? Well, we'll get to find out in 2 weeks. And that's going to be the fun part, right? To see if they're really that good, or see what the step up is to Oregon.